Hey everybody, my name is Lowell and welcome to the channel. So we have a reaction video for us today. This is what is NHRA Drag Racing Top Fuel and Funny Car. I have no idea what any of that means, but anyway, we're going to jump in and we'll have a look at this one. Oh, man. Okay. Down the engine right there.
We completely tear the engine apart and rebuild it in about 30 minutes, burn about 15 gallons.
Oh my, 30 minutes? Obviously these boys and girls do it all the time. Okay.
Of fuel on a single run, which is only about 3.7 seconds. It's the fastest accelerating vehicle on land, and they're badass.
These are 10, 12,000 horsepower cars. When we launch, it's about 5 Gs. When we hit our parachutes down at the top end, it's negative Gs.
Okay, let me just try and digest some of these numbers already. You know, 30 minutes to tear down an engine, 10,000 horsepower, 5 Gs when you accelerate it. Oh my God, you'd be feeling that. And then obviously when you're using your parachute, 0 Gs, so you're stopping pretty bloody quick. Damn. God, okay.
People in the stands think, oh, you're just going straight. If you're standing in the back of these cars, it's not just going straight. It's driving all over the place, and it's a struggle, and they're beasts.
I mean, if you're driving 10,000 horsepower, 5 Gs, there's no way you can hold that straight. Straight-ish, maybe. Damn. Okay. Good God.
NHRA stands for National Hot Rod Association. There's a number of different categories. In the funny car category, we go 0 to 1,000 feet in under 4 seconds at over 330 miles an hour.
Side-by-side racing.
Wait, 330 miles? You have to start talking Australian. How many kilometers is that? That's bloody quick. Whatever language that is in, whatever measurement, that's bloody quick.
330 miles per hour, 10,000 horsepower, less than 4 seconds. There's nothing like it.
The big difference between a funny car and top fuel is obviously the chassis. We're heavier. We have to move more air just because of the body that goes over the car. Driveline, engine components are basically the same thing. It's the application is a little bit different.
Actually, I've had the opportunity to drive both a top fuel car and a funny car. I got licensed in a funny car last season, and they are, I'll tell you, two different animals. I mean, in a funny car, the wheelbase is so much shorter, so you're steering the thing like no other all the way down the racetrack just to keep it straight in the groove, whereas in a top fuel dragster, you don't have to do that as much. Also, with a funny car, the engine is right in front of you, so when it blows up, that explosion is in your lap, which is why I like...
Oh my God. Does that happen all the time? Holy sh...
A top fuel car. It happens behind me, and I don't know how bad it is until the end of a run. When I was a kid, top fuel was always the king of the sport, and I remember that since I was a little kid, just because they are faster, they're quicker, and that's why I love driving them.
The biggest difference is the ET. When these cars go 0 to 1,000 feet, our funny cars go over 330 miles an hour. The ET is a little bit quicker in the top fuel cars versus the funny cars, but I think we've got them on speed still, so it's kind of cool.
We use nitro methane, which it's one of the only race cars that uses it on the planet. If you stand behind the thing while it's running, the fumes will make you cry, they'll make you cough, choke. It's really incredible what these things do.
To explain nitromethane is a little bit difficult. It's the fuel we burn. It's a very controlled fuel. It's a very dangerous fuel. That's what makes a lot of power. It's controlled by Homeland Security. Senses, when these cars warm up in the pits, fans love getting the sensory of it, and the breeze. It makes your eyes tear, your nose starts flowing juices, and you can't hardly see. It's just unreal. If you get too much of it, you won't be able to breathe.
Yeah, we put on gas masks to make sure we can breathe and see. It basically takes your...
When you got to start wearing gas masks just to be around the car and stuff, damn. That's
breath away and makes your eyes water. So to be able to see everything that we're doing in the warm-up and make sure we're not missing anything, we wear our gas mask.
Jeez. Look at the size of the tires too. Crazy.
When the cars come back after a run, they pull into the pit. First thing we do is disassemble the car. It's disassembled within 3 minutes. Supercharged manifold, cylinder heads, pistons, clutch, driveline. That's all done within the first 3 minutes of coming back to the pit.
Basically, we go over every part.
It takes me 2.5 minutes to get the bloody hood open. What the hell?
Disassemble the engine, go through the short block, look at all the rod bearings, all the main bearings. Supercharger gets gone through. Basically, the rotors come out, strips, put back in. The heads get taken off, serviced. All the seats and everything looked at. Clutch comes out, new clutch pack goes in.
It depends on the crew, how long they've been together and how well they gel, but the good guys, they can do it in 30 minutes. We're pulling the wires to start the thing back up.
Rebuilding the car in 30 minutes. I mean, we start the car up typically in 29 minutes after it comes back in the pit. After a full service, tearing the engine completely apart, clutches out, rebuild it, put new parts on, start it up in 30 minutes.
You know, it's crazy. They work extremely hard. They're covered in dirt, grease, head to toe, oil. I mean, they're covered in between every single round, and they put their blood, sweat, and tears in this race car. And we go out there, and there's a lot of pressure, I think, on all of us. And there's a lot of pressure on me, because I have 4 seconds to do the best job that I can to keep this car straight in the center of that groove, to have a great reaction time, and to make the run worth it.
I mean, when you get into, like, you know, NASCAR and Formula One and here in Australia, it's supercars. Oh, look, they changed the tires so quick. You know, they're so good. They're so good at it. Tear the car down and put it back together in 30 minutes. That is ridiculous. That is bloody ridiculous.
All the work that they put into it.
God.
It takes a whole team to make that car go down the racetrack, and I always give it up to them. The driver always gets the credit, but it takes everybody involved. And you know, they're the reason that we've won races and won a championship last year, so I give it all up to them.
I can't be running this car, I can't be driving this car without my crew guys and without my crew chiefs. It doesn't run without them, you know. I literally trust these guys with my life.
Whether it's mechanics or the driver, I'm not sure how you would split that. Probably 50-50. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Jeez.
This was a pretty huge moment for the Force family.
Courtney Force getting her first win. Another Force in the winner's circle, and Mom and Dad are happy as well they should be.
I grew up around this sport. Ever since I was a kid, I was out here watching my dad compete in the funny car category. He won a lot of races, broke a lot of records, you know, won multiple championships.
I really am looking at like the funny cars or the dragsters. That's what I got my eye on, but we'll see.
And now I get to be out here competing against him. I mean, that was the dream of mine since I was a kid. I told him, you know, I wanted to grow up and be a funny car driver just like him, and told him he couldn't retire until I could come out here and compete against him.
I used to come out to the racetrack as a kid with my sisters just to watch my dad. That's how we'd hang out with Dad. He'd pack up and go on the road, and we'd follow him to racetracks, and these racetracks kind of became second homes to us. Everyone out here, teams, crew guys, crew chiefs kind of became family to us. So I fell in love with the sport at a young age.
I think my dad was a little surprised that any of his kids had an interest in the sport, but I think he was happy about it. He always said he wanted boys. He ended up with 4 daughters, and 3 of us ended up driving professionally. So I think we surprised him a little bit, but we're a very tight-knit family. I get to compete against my dad in the funny car category. My sister Brittany, she just actually won the Top Field Championship last season.
If you would have asked,
There definitely are a force in drag racing. See what I did there? Damn, I can't. 4 daughters, 3 of them professional racers. Fantastic.
asked me 15 years ago if I'd be driving a Top Fuel car, there's no way I'd absolutely believe it. I used to think Top Fuel drivers, funny car drivers were insane, so it surprises me that I ended up driving one.
We just have fun with it. We get to travel and see a lot of cool places, but we get to work together as a family, which is the most important thing.
Daughter become the 2017 Top Fuel World Championship.
100 national event worldly belongs to Courtney Force. I'll tell you why, because Brittany Force has too much steam. Courtney Force saves the day for John Force Racing.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Always nice to do that. I gotta say, some of those numbers crazy. 10,000 horsepower, 300 and something miles an hour in 4 seconds. That pickup of, hitting 5Gs, that is crazy. But the pulling down the car and putting it back together in 30 minutes, that's mental. That is phenomenal. And man, I've seen like snippets of drag racing before, but I've never looked into it. I don't know anything about it really. But man, when you see that kind of behind the curtain that goes into that 4 seconds or 3 seconds or whatever it is you see it for, you think, oh yeah, they're pretty good, but you don't see behind the scenes. You don't see everything that's coming to that point where it lasts for 4 seconds. Yikes. That's a pretty impressive sport. I got to tell you what, you just get in there, you hang on. And as I said, it may look like it's going perfectly straight, but they're all over the place, trying to hold this bloody rocket ship, basically, straightish so they can hit the finish line. And you got a chance that the engine may blow up in front of you. Oh my God. But I mean, they're using that very particular fuel too. So, obviously, things go wrong. So crazy sport. Very impressive when you look at the numbers and behind the scenes. So yikes. That was an eye opener. I really enjoyed that. Let me know if you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for joining me today. Make sure you stay safe, and I'll definitely see you in the next reaction video.